Gotcha.
I mean, they have it in Indiana too now.
Mm.
I thought it was only because I'd never heard of it before.
So we have Morse Code and Coffee, Samus versus Peach.
Yeah.
And we already have % on the board after 4 seconds. That is beautiful.
What do you think is Peach's win condition here?
What
What is Peach looking for to beat Samus? I think we're seeing it, actually.
I think winning trades. I think that's literally it. Like, Peach needs to... When Peach gets hit, Peach also needs to hit. And as long as Peach can at least do that, I think this matchup's really good for Peach.
What do you think Samus is looking for, since she has the worst hand, so to speak?
It's not easy at all to projectile consistently against Peach, because Peach can kind of get in pretty fast. Like, so...
Yeah, I feel like Peach has an actual speed advantage for once.
Yeah.
All the other top tiers she has to
Samus
fight.
is so just not able to out-horizontal Peach.
Yeah, you can just float over any of the projectiles, too.
And that's unfortunate. The weird geometry of Battlefield and a Stitch in Coffee's hands. And you know what? Coffee decides, I'm going to throw it at the ground. Now, we've got a lot of time here. I have a question. Have you heard about, like, all of the distances of Peach's turnip throw on the ground?
No, I haven't.
So there's 3 main ones. So the one that's the worst is the dash throw, which I'm not even counting, because if you dash attack throw a turnip, it's so laggy, and it doesn't throw at a good angle. That's 2 stocks up for Peach here.
Unfortunate.
Okay. We're 2 minutes in. So there's the dash throw, there's the standing throw forward, there's the smash throw forward, which you can do with C-stick or by smash attacking, like with the turnip.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yep. And then there's also a reverse smash turn. So
wait, you said there were 3. There are 4.
There's the one I didn't count is the dash attack because it's really bad. But reverse smash turn, where you're facing the other way and you, like, C-stick, like if I'm facing right and I C-stick left with the turnip, it'll actually throw it even farther than if I had just smash turned. Or smashed. Oh my god, what a shield. That was insane. I didn't even see the shield.
Eminem there.
Beautiful. Beautifully done.
It would have broken if it was like less than a second more. Okay, it brought it back. Honestly, 2 SDs. They're looking good now. Okay. I mean, Coffee's holding center, but they can't do too much. There's so many projectiles.
Yeah.
Now.
I feel like I don't know. It's very rare in this matchup to get like a huge punish off something, and I feel like both of them have done that to some extent this game.
Oh my god, that was such a good recovery.
That was beautiful. Intangible through the turnip.
He like hovered in the air for a second, it seemed like.
A frame one way or the other, that turnip would have hit.
That was crazy.
I mean, and that's the thing too. Coffee's aim has been impeccable with turnips, and Morse now, for maybe the first serious time in the set, like loaded with a charge shot, just goes for it.
Okay,
but this is livable. This is livable.
Yeah.
You're Samus. If you are up in the air, you can recover. Bombs are useful. That forward air. Ooh, another forward air. What? These are such minuscule mix-ups, and they need them because you have to get small advantages. Beautifully weaving around the turnip there with the bomb recovery. Morse is keeping this alive.
Oh, that was such a good
Not going to kill,
up
though. Not going to kill. And this is a mix-up, too.
Okay, I feel like something I'm noticing is Morse Code is doing really well, like just playing with the platforms.
Yeah,
and
I would agree.
Every time they're on the platforms, it's just Peach is not able to do anything, and he just wins the mix-ups and conditions something out of Coffee. But I feel like when it's out in the open, Coffee can like just do what they need to.
One interesting thing about floaty matchups that I've learned is that, like, the levels of like neutral mix-ups often go super, super deep because you have like maybe 3 or 4 regular good options, and you have to mix them up in a way that like you're playing this weird game of tug of war, just spacing everything in floaty matchups. Puff Dittos, really just impossible to play. There's so much. You have to think. It's so hard to think when you're playing a Puff Ditto. So
some would say you have an empty head playing a Puff Ditto.
I do when I play the Puff Dittos. That's why I've been playing Marth against Puff. I actually really like that matchup.
Oh.
Interesting. I love the shield pressure from Samus's when it's just like jab, jab, forward tilt, jab, forward tilt, because it's perfectly timed. They really do these micro timings that dash attack to get up under the...
Good CC. Yeah.
Another dash attack.
He's just weaving between the platforms and just like, Peach can't do anything
I mean,
if you abuse platforms.
Peach is doing what Peach does best right now, which is getting small little hits and not getting hit. And that was such serious pressure, but Coffee just handled it. And this is game 1. There's been 6 minutes.
Oh my god, I forgot this was game 1.
This is a best of 5, and we're 6 minutes in, and Morse takes game 1. Now,
I thought that fair would hit first.
Let me say,
crazy.
I feel like this has been a pretty even game. I think that game was back and forth.
Definitely was Coffee favored, then just Morse made adjustments, didn't SD anymore.
These are long games, so turnarounds are much more applicable. Shout-outs to Diego and Vince in the background.
Shut up, Diego, whatever you're saying.
That's a beautiful shot of them. I'm going to make sure that they look at this on the VOD later.
I hope they look at this and Diego knows he's 4'9".
But that's okay.
That is okay.
That's
but
okay.
He just has to know his place.
Diego's a really good Falco main. He reminds me, his gameplay reminds me a lot of Ginger. And I think Ginger's coming to Kilroy.
He is.
Yeah, so...
yeah, sign up for Kilroy. Let's promote our own tournament. Wow, commentating for this tournament. Oh, I also hear Warehouse Wars is pretty good, but
Tennessee.
Not as cool as Kilroy.
Well, Kilroy's just the best name. You know, Warehouse, that's a good name. You know, I like that. But Kilroy, that's so great. It's pun, and it involves Roy. Melee's most...
Is it a pun? It's not a pun.
It's a pun on Kilroy's.
Well, most people don't. That's not a pun, I feel.
No, a pun? Yeah, no. It's 2 words that sound like a different word. That's a pun. It's a joke from...
I don't know if that's a pun.
Yeah, if you're a Roy main, don't come to Kilroy.
It's a play on words.
All right. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
But I feel like...
Austin can answer that question.
Oh, nice. Oh, Coffee not happy with that.
Well, so we have a long set ahead of us. I'm going to pull up bracket. I'm going to see what's going on in the world of top 32. A lot of big players at this tournament, I'd say. A few top 100.
You're not engaged with this.
I'm engaged. I'm watching. It is 2 minutes in, and 1 stock has been taken by Morse on Coffee.
Oh, man, I've seen Samus do this.
And this is Coffee's counter pick. Here's the thing I don't believe about this counter pick. On the first stage, I felt like Samus didn't have an effective projectile game because Peach was able to cover it. However, on FD, Samus can have a very effective projectile game.
Yeah, I feel like this is like what I was saying before. Like, Morsecode was using platforms so much.
Right.
FD, no platforms, so I think that might be Coffee's angle. But I might just be wrong, like a dumbass commentator I am.
Coffee, or I've noticed Morsecode charging neutral B more.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of has to. That's like his main threat, I guess, per se.
And he wasn't able to do it too often on I believe, what was it, Battlefield? The Ferris stage?
Battlefield. Yeah, you... most neutral stage. I thought we agreed on that.
Most neutral, yeah.
I don't know if it's fair.
I just think it's funny to call it the Ferris stage because it's so BS.
The Ferris stage of them all.
Everybody gets messed up by Battlefield. Okay. Yeah, let's look at a little bit of bracket. Just a little bit.
Oh, I love that mix-up. He's doing the weak missiles, then just puts out the strong missile once Coffee kind of was moving past.
So for a little bit of context, we saw Coffee earlier on stream beating Forest, the Marth, 3-1.
Yes.
Big lead for Morsecode right now, by the way.
Big lead. Coffee not happy with those neutral Vs.
Morsecode got here by beating Imder 3-0, Falco Main from Indianapolis. Also very high up in Indiana.
It's actually pronounced IMDRRR.
IMDRRR, right. Gotcha. You need to pronounce all the R's. He adds an extra R on the end every time he four-stocks someone.
He's only got 2, or he's only got 1 other four-stock.
Oh, no, he changes it mid-tournament is what I'm saying. So he's gotten 2 today.
Okay.
I would say probably a pretty big upset in bracket. Essie over Michael, 3-1.
Oh, I don't know if it's upset, really.
No? I feel like Michael was
good.
a very top, very high seed, but Essie's going to face Zamu in winner's top 8.
Yeah, it'll be either Sheik Fox or Fox Todays.
Right. Oh, yeah, because Essie's a double main?
Yes.
Sheik Fox, yeah.
Dual main.
Oh, yeah. And this is for top 8 as well. And in top 8, the winner of this will play the winner of Reeve and Preeminent. So we got some Marth Fox coming up. If you, we've got a Marth Fox expert here, I'd say. Yeah?
Reeve?
No, you.
Oh, me? Oh, I was
you're pretty good at Marth Fox. I've seen you play.
I'm okay, but I wouldn't call myself an expert.
Any Marth main likes the Marth Fox matchup enough that they can commentate on it.
My favorite matchup is Marth Puff, if anything.
Really? That's good to know. That's data.
I don't play it often, but it's very fun.
Well, if you ever want to, I play Puff. You know that.
Big smile on Morsecode's face.
Yeah,
he's happy with that.
That is a 2-0 lead.
Oh, he's just chug, 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 chug.
Sip.
Oh,
He did it. He sipped.
he didn't chug it.
I am a fan of responsible soda consumption. Too much, you know what's going to happen? Your stomach's going to grumble, and you're going to be very caffeinated. And that's not good for Melee. I think you need consistent...
I think you just need to take caffeine pills like 5 at a time before a match.
Right, of course. The only way to win. What if there was a Melee tournament? You ever seen those posts with people like, what if we did an Olympics where all the drugs were allowed? You could just do whatever you want. Like, what would humans be able to do? How fast would the marathon be?
I'm surprised it took us this long to get to Dreamland. I would have picked this first. Usually.
Yeah,
you would think.
I do feel like this is a very comfortable place for a lot of Peach mains. But the thing I think is interesting about this matchup for Peach is that Peaches are used to edge guarding and not letting their opponents come back to stage a lot of the time. And
Coffee's doing well right now with the edge guarding, like you're saying.
That's true. All of those turnips are wonderful. Nair sends the other way.
Yeah, each one hit and interrupted Morsco's recovery.
Yeah, Coffee's turnips are pretty sick. And there's a stitch.
Oh, stitch!
Just throws it. Just throws it. You know what?
Get him
I like
outta
that. I like
here.
that. I like that. Because a lot of Peaches will freak out over a stitch, and I wouldn't put past Morse
Do they
code.
freak out? I'd be so happy.
No, I feel like a lot of them will do panic options with them that aren't good, and then get punished for them. That was such a flex of a power shield.
I mean, it's actually really... I'm not downplaying Morse code's skill, but it is easier with Samus. Yeah. It's like Marth, Samus, and Sheik have like the easiest power shields for projectiles.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the platforms. You got another stitch? Oh, he throws it.
Just throws it.
Oh, he got another!
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh, it's God though.
So,
oh, look at that bait!
Wow. And we've got an even game.
Morsco's feeling himself here. Oh man.
How do you feel about the Dreamland theme? About Gourmet Race or whatever the song's called? The music.
Like, in terms of what? He got another
one!
What
and that hits?
That's like the fifth
huge.
one this game.
That's insane.
Oh my God. 4th or 5th.
And you know what? He's being very smart, not throwing it off. Oh my gosh. You know what? He got a punish off it though. That's
Some
more
of
than
these
he's
Peach
gotten.
mains, I just hate how. I feel like they get so lucky with those.
That's fine, though, because every game that they get lucky against you, they're getting unlucky against someone else. I mean, that's just how it works. Sometimes you don't pull any good turnips. If you could add one item to Peach's turnip pull at the same rarity as all the other items. Like,
I'd pick a healing item.
Really?
Yeah, I'd pick a healing item.
I don't know if I'd like that. Imagine doubles just spamming and having your partner.
I mean, if we're talking about like what I'd want. Yeah, I'd want a healing item.
Oh no, I'm talking about like what would you add for the fun of the game?
Oh, for fun of the game?
If you're designing Melee and you get to add one more item to Peach's down B.
Okay, I'd put, what is it, like the bumper that stays in the air?
Oh, that's a fun one.
And then you just like can put it out there.
And then it just stays for a little while.
Stays a little while, helps you edge guard.
So some would call that a DBZ moment. They both flew off. Some wouldn't call it a DBZ moment unless both of the blast zones were breached. But
I'd call that physics collision.
Oh, I always think that any hit is going to kill, and it doesn't. And he's just throwing him. He's just throwing him. I wonder.
Oh, he's dead.
And he got so many turnips out of that. He got all of his bad luck out of the way. Any character that uses randomness, they're playing with fate as they...
With fate?
Also, quick look at the timer and the stocks.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
More than half the timer has been...
You think this will go out to a timeout?
I think it has the potential to. It really depends on how good Coffee is here at not getting hit. Because I don't think there's going to be tons of... I mean, I was going to say I don't think there's going to be tons of huge punishes, but that's 59%.
Turning winner. That is not helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, that kills!
Samus was like, oh, you're standing here? I'm going to shoot you in the face with a huge ball of energy. I would have nared there too, Coffee. That's fair. Taking every hit of forward air. Another
He's
forward
getting
air?
these shield grabs.
Oh, no.
Or not shield grabs, shield reads.
Wow.
Are you just
walking up and
him?
forward tilting. That's Samus, though. The jabs and the forward tilts.
Did he just walk up and half tilt?
I feel like Samus, with just jabs and forward tilts and up tilts, is the most like a traditional fighting game character in Melee.
Yeah, that's why a lot of fighting game players... that's why a lot of fighting game characters, or fighting game originating people like Samus, because she's like very much the archetypal.
Footsies. Very grounded.
I just remember hearing like Justin Wong loves ice climbers because it was just
so
like
funny.
Because when they were wobbling, it's like, you just die from one grab. Man, Morse code was down.
Clawed it back.
Yeah, he's got 2 minutes to work with here.
They both got 2 minutes to work with. I don't think this will go to timeout, but I think it very well.
Not?
It could if fate goes a certain way.
I think it depends on how the players are feeling.
Especially if Coffee gets this stock soon. I think they're going to be very patient the last stock.
Oh, wow. Oh, was that a mistake? Oh.
That was a mistake. And the grab.
Go for it.
That was like...
Oh, yeah! I knew he was going to call it out.
And Morse code gets it with a clutch neutral B.
That was sick.
And a respectful fist bump between the players.
Hey, man, you're going to chug it? Chug it. Coward!
So up next,